Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Payoff Pitch, brought to you by MRC Community and Clark Montessori High School. My name is Patrick Lewis, and I'm joined here by freshman Joey Olberding.
It's a pleasure to be here, Patrick.
It's a pleasure as well. Thank you for joining us. This is our first edition of the Payoff Pitch. We're here on June 7th, 2017. New summer. You're going into your freshman year, right, Joey?
Yeah, going into my freshman year. I have a feeling that it's going to be very good, but right now I'm on summer, so I'm focusing on that.
Who wouldn't be focused on summer? Summer's a good thing. So you just got back from vacation. Tell us what your very first day of vacation was like.
Well, my very first day of vacation, it was actually my birthday, and it was the last day of my school year.
When's your birthday? Tell everyone your birthday.
May 24th. And so on May 24th, we, after school, my family got me Little Caesars. I love Little Caesars.
So Little Caesars has their deal. What's their deal? Is it like the pie that's like $5 or ready to go $5 pizza?
Yeah, ready to go $5.
Okay. So you're they make these pizzas ahead of time.
Yeah.
And you go into it thinking, I'm just going to take a pizza that's ready-made cheese, pepperoni, or whatever. Can you call ahead and be like, I want the meat lovers?
Yeah.
Give me the meat lovers.
Yeah, stuff like that is actually rapidly on the rise. People... It's an ever-growing generation. People want to wait less and less. They just want to get their thing now, and something cheap like that is just perfect for America, really.
You're right. So you went to Little Caesars and got your pizza. What kind of pizza did you get on your birthday?
It's pepperoni. I like the classics.
Who doesn't like the classics? I mean, is that only you can get though? I mean, you can only. I'm assuming the take and go or the cheese and pepperonis, right?
Yeah. They have a ton of pizzas. Well, not a ton, but they have the essentials like meat lovers or cheese or pepperoni and probably other stuff, but I only get pepperoni.
That's cool. So tell us more about this vacation you went on. That we were trying to do this a week prior, but since you're out of town, where were you? Tell everyone where you were.
I'm glad you asked. Well, first we took a flight down to Denver. We weren't there for very long. You see, the reason we went out west because my dad has a goal of going to every single state. So he has Idaho, Alaska, and New Mexico at this point. So we're going to New Mexico for our vacation.
So you went to Denver. What'd you do in Denver?
In Denver, actually, we immediately left, but we came back later on vacation. There I actually went to a Rockies game. They were facing the Mariners, and tickets were you'd expect the ballpark to be way more crowded, but it really wasn't. It was really nice, though. It was a beautiful night, and...
What's their field called there?
Coors Field? Yeah.
That's the one that flies out because their elevation is so high. The ball just flies out of there. I mean, right here in Cincinnati, you need a warm, humid night for that ball to fly out of here.
Yeah.
In Coors Field, it just goes every night.
Yeah. We're not even talking about the warm, humid nights there, although there aren't because it's Denver.
It's Denver, right?
But, I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I hear that. Okay. So, Joey, you're going in your freshman year. Clark Montessori High School is a 7th through 12th middle school, high school, and it's a public school. It's highly rated in academics. You are going into your freshman year as someone who's been highly involved, quite honestly. A lot of people, we ask to get involved in the school, but you've been involved with the club. You've been involved with community service like a lot of the kids have been. What is your impressions going into the high school now that you're coming out from the quote-unquote middle school that you have at Clark?
Well, I've had two brothers already go to Clark. One just graduated from college, and one just graduated from Clark. So I
Do you want
think,
a name drop? Who are they?
No.
You don't?
It's too confidential.
You don't want to tell them your brothers' names?
It's too confidential.
Okay.
They just get upset that they wouldn't.
Okay. The only one that matters is Joey right now, right?
Yeah. I didn't see my brothers on this radio show. No.
So your brother did just graduate Clark this year. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's going where? Do you know?
Yeah, he's going to Tulane.
Tulane.
Yeah, Tulane. My other brother went to Penn, University of Pennsylvania, not Penn State. Everybody gets that confused.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So going into freshman year, what are your impressions? What do you want? Are you scared? Are you thinking freshman year is going to be completely different than your middle school and your 8th grade year?
Well, I think that I have a better idea of it than some other people do because I've had 2 brothers already go to Clark. I know what all is going to happen, and I feel like I mean you can't really be completely prepared until you're there. But I think that I have a I feel confident going in.
Okay. What are you confident about? You confident about the academic part of it? You confident about making friends? Do you think your friends are going to stay, or do you even know that?
Yeah.
All the above?
Yeah, all of the above.
Okay.
I mean.
Okay. So let's get started. Let's talk some sports. Okay.
Yeah. Let's.
Got to know you a little bit, and so let's begin. It's June 7th, and there was a historic night last night, and I know you were watching.
Oh,
Heck,
yeah.
you might have been at the game because you're such a big Reds fan. The Cincinnati Reds did something great last night just because of an individual talent, but because they beat the Cardinals, who are in town 13-1, and anytime they beat the Cardinals is a good time in Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
It's something to be cheering for. But, Joey, what in particular happened last night, what made it historic? Tell me about that.
Well, I'm happy to tell you, Patrick. See, Scooter Gennett, who got dropped by the Brewers on March 28th and got picked up by waivers from the Reds. He, a utility player for the Reds, had not one home runs, not one home run, not even 2.
No one singular home run.
Nope.
No, what about a 2-home run game? Did he have a 2-home run game?
No. That's too little for Scooter.
Is that too little? Do we know how tall Scooter Gennett is?
He's like 5'8", 5'6".
5'8" or 5'6"?
And I'm not really sure, but he is not a tall dude.
I want to say he's probably close to like 5'7".
I mean, it's somewhere around there.
I'm looking it up right now.
All
How
right.
tall is Scooter Gennett?
And anyways, so did he have a 3 home run game? You might be asking while you're looking that up.
It's 5'10". He's 5'10".
5'10"?
Yes.
Oh my god. He's taller than I thought.
I know, right?
Yeah.
He looks tiny. Of course, they all look tiny when you're in stands, right?
I mean, Aaron Judge looks like a beast. Aaron
Yeah.
Judge is like 7 feet tall to me, even though he's
You're
not.
talking about the Yankees outfielder.
Yeah, the Yankees right fielder.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Okay. So Scooter Gennett, not 1, not 2. Did he get 3?
Oh no.
He didn't get. He got more than 3.
Yeah.
How many did he get?
4.
He got 4 home runs.
4 home runs by Scooter Gennett.
That's in one game?
Yeah, 1 game. And his season total for home runs was 3. And I saw the stat. The 4 home runs he had in that game against the Cardinals amounted for 9.3% of the home runs in his career.
So Joey, 4 home runs.
Yeah.
Was there anything special about those 4 home runs last night? Was there anything that made it extraordinary, or is it just 4 home runs? Because I feel like there's something more extraordinary. You got that smile on your face.
Well, you say that like 4 home runs isn't extraordinary. It's only happened
right.
17 times in MLB history. More rare than a perfect game, but I digress. In his first at-bat, he didn't actually hit a home run. Shocker. He had a bloop single. And, it's a bloop single. It's nothing too special. But in his second at-bat, it went from 0 to 100 really quick. I believe there were 2 outs. The bases were loaded. And at full count, I remember there being a full count.
What does that mean? That means that it was the payoff pitch, right?
Yeah. Scooter Gennett was practically on our show.
Yeah, the payoff pitch. So Scooter had the payoff pitch, bases loaded. What happened?
Well,
We kind of know.
well, yeah. He hits a bomb. Bomb to right center. Bomb.
Yeah? Did it go in that little... You know how in right center, they have that little alcove for people to come up, like to sit?
Yeah.
So it's that little space for, you go into the concessions and whatnot. And every time someone hits a bomb to right field, there might be even one in left field. I'm not even sure, but I know it's in right just because Jay Bruce has hit so many over there over the years.
Yeah.
But you see this little space for people to go to the concessions, and I'm always wanting them to hit it in that cove.
Yeah.
Did he hit it over that or to the side of it, or did he?
To
do
the
you
side
remember?
of it. To the side of it.
Oh,
to the right of it, I believe.
It's like trying to hit the Tundra truck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
To me, that's what it's like. It's like, hit that little cove. Hit that little cove.
I remember, though, Jay Bruce got in the smokestacks once.
Yes.
Yeah, that was like 2012, I think.
Nice.
I remember that. And then Todd Frazier almost hit it into like the mini stack on like the River Queen thing.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called.
The
right
riverboat.
Now. Yeah, the riverboat.
Right.
Yeah.
And Todd Frazier, not to digress from what we were talking about with Scooter Jeanette, but that guy, if you've watched him in batting practice, can launch it.
Oh yeah.
When the All-Star game was here, there was a reason he won that home run derby. I mean, it wasn't a fluke. It wasn't just like, hey guys, we're in Cincinnati, we're going to get the Cincinnati guy to win it. That guy can bomb it. I mean, 500 feet, I guarantee it. Like you watch Giancarlo Stanton for the Marlins, and how he's right up there.
Yeah. He was lucky, though, to win that home run derby. Like, Giancarlo Stanton, he was facing him in, like, the final. He, like, almost hit a home run out, but the wind, like, pushed it back. Like, I was there, so I would remember.
Nice.
But
first-hand experience from Joey Olberding.
Yeah. But going back to Scooter Jeanette, so he already has 5 RBIs because the bloop single was an RBI, I believe. Mm-hmm. So he comes up again. There's a runner on, and he hits a home run to left field this time.
Which is tough.
Yeah.
Like hitting opposite, it's tough.
Yeah.
You got to have a lot of power. You got to hit it on the sweet spot right on the end of the bat. A lot of strength. You know, your stance has got to be on point for that. And hitting an opposite, especially when you've already hit one to your good side of the field.
For a second baseman, Scooter Jeanette has like a lot of power. It's just that over the years, his last really good year was 2013 when he was a starting second baseman for the Brewers. Ricky Weeks was injured that year, and then who knows what happened to him.
Ricky Weeks was a good player.
Oh yeah, he was. His best year was probably like 2011. I think he won Silver Slugger that year. Is
that right?
I think so. Don't quote me on that, but I might be wrong.
I won't quote you, but I'll look it up.
Okay, that's just as good. Anyways, so I think Scooter Jeanette really just had to make us get used to his swing. Yeah, so he already has 2 home runs in the game, and he said afterwards that he had only dreamed of 2 home runs. He never dreamed of 3, but we already know that he hit 4 bombs. So in his third at bat, there was nobody on this time, and the Cardinals pitcher, the pitch, it's 1-2, and the pitch is way up and way out, but Scooter just lunges at it, and somehow hits a bomb to left center, and I don't even know how he did it, but he somehow hit 3 home runs, so he gets the curtain call. Everybody loves him. Who doesn't love a good Scooter?
They've been popular.
Yeah. And so he hits 3 home runs. You're thinking he's done. He has to be done.
With the curtain call, you think that he's finished, right? He's got the energy tank at E at that point.
But no Reds player in history has ever hit 4 home runs. Some have come close, but nobody has.
Not Bruce, not Votto, not Pete Rose, not Tony Perez.
Not even Frank Robinson, all these guys. Mm-mm. Never.
But Scooter Jeanette, first in Reds history to hit 4 home runs.
Oh yeah. And his last one, you could just feel the excitement. It was 0-2, bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. I think Eugenio Suarez was on.
Eugenio.
I can't pronounce his name.
Eugenio. It's so fun to say. If you get it right, it's so fun to say because it's got that real fluidity to it.
Yeah.
Eugenio. So it's Eugene in Spanish. Eugenio, and I think they go yo when he comes up. Is that right? I haven't been to a baseball game this year. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start it. I don't care. I don't even care if it's institutionalized or not. I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Would that be cool?
Yeah, sure. I'm fine with that. That I can see that being a thing.
You could.
Yeah.
If I do it, would you do it with me? if you go to the game with me and you sit right next to me, A Eugenio comes up and I'd be like, yo.
Yeah.
Would you do yo with me?
Yeah, I'd do that.
Or would you do Suarez? Would you just be like, no, I'm just going to try my own thing?
Nah, I'd join you for that.
Oh,
one.
I appreciate it.
Yours is better.
You're a team player.
Anyway, so his fourth bomb, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitcher throws like a pitch kind of high in the strike zone, but Scooter hits a bomb to right field, 4th home run of the game, and it was just crazy. The Cardinals lost 13-1. Reds beat them. Scooter drove in 10 runs, I think.
You're right.
Yeah,
10 RBIs.
Runs. Yeah.
So let's recap. Let's recap. Well, you said a lot there. So 4 home runs, first player in Reds history to do so.
Yep.
4 home runs, including a grand slam.
Including a grand slam. That's only happened one other time.
Yes. Only the second person to do that.
Who was the first, Patrick?
Witten from the Cardinals.
Yeah, Witten from the Cardinals, 92. Also against the Reds at Riverfront.
Correct. Well done. 4 home runs and 10 RBIs.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah,
the second player in MLB history. Do you know who the other one was?
Scooter. Wait, what?
Witten.
Oh, right, Witten.
Witten.
Witten. Okay.
Yeah, that Cardinal that comes up.
Yeah.
And then 4 home runs, 10 RBIs, and 5 hits.
Yeah.
That line, he's the first player in Major League Baseball history to do that. Isn't that crazy?
I know. Like you'd think with all the years baseball has been around, some like legendary baseball player would be able to do it, but not our old pal Scooter. But
yeah,
there's always some obscure stat like one random baseball player is best at like RBIs driven in on pitch 91 in between innings 7 and 8. That goes to like someone random.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what a legend that player is.
Yeah, it's the first Major League Baseball game in 1869. You'd think that we'd have someone with that stat line of 4 home runs, 10 ribbies, and 5 hits.
Yeah,
but no. That's a long time ago. So let's discuss. Let's kind of get the conversation a little bit concluded here with Scooter. I want to talk about one thing before we do. He was under a little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago. Actually, it was this past weekend when the Braves were in town.
Yeah.
And a particular ex-Red who's now on the Braves who wore Scooter's number.
Number 4.
Yes. Who was that player?
Brandon Phillips.
And what do you remember what he said about Scooter?
He said that somebody shouldn't be taking his number so soon. Of course, he went on Twitter because that's where all the MLB players
especially
go.
Brandon Phillips.
Yeah, especially Brandon Phillips.
That dude BP.
Yep, that dude.
Good follow.
Yeah.
So he was not happy.
No,
he was not happy
wasn't.
that it gave it to that Scooter. He thought it might have been off the table for a little bit.
Yeah.
And Brandon Phillips did some good things.
Oh yeah, he's a legend in Reds history. Maybe not like a legend like Pete Rose or Johnny Bench, but he's a rememberable. He's a guy that stuck it out through the years, even when the Reds were bad or when they were good.
Yeah, he was. And speaking of Silver Sluggers, and Ricky Weeks, I'm sorry to tell you, did not win a Silver Slugger.
Who did?
But Phillips did.
In 2011?
In 2011, correct.
Yeah. I thought it was him or Weeks. Of course, I didn't say Phillips because I didn't want to prove myself wrong.
That's okay. But, I mean, thinking about that, though, let's think about what Phillips meant to the Cincinnati area. I mean, he did a lot of things. Community purposes. He was a huge presence in the Cincinnati area. He was exposing himself a lot to the media, saying what was on his mind, always wearing that smile. He was very charismatic. I thought he never really said anything to the media to put him under the bus or threw anyone else under the bus to a certain degree.
Well, the only person who wanted to throw him under the bus was Yadier Molina in 2010.
Yeah,
Remember
well,
that fight?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, see, I think, and there's a lot of history, since we're talking about the Cardinals too, and Scooter's doing the Cardinals, which is always a good thing. Yadier Molina is such a great catcher.
Oh, yeah, such a great catcher. Like, I wanna hate him, but I can't. Like, Yadier Molina is such a good player. I can't help but respect him, even if I don't like the Cardinals.
Right, and you got to. That's a great way to put it. You got to respect him. But Phillips is telling us that he wanted to get it out of circulation. He said that number 4, I think, was probably reserved for him. I mean, let's put it this way: he's not Pete Rose, right? He's not Tony Perez. He's not getting his Tony Perez's number 24 retired anytime soon. I don't think. No. Maybe like 10 years down the road and we don't have a great second baseman outside of him, the Reds will be like, okay, let's do a promotional thing and get more money and get people in the stands, and we'll give him a number because we haven't done anything in the past 10 years because that's what they do. That's what everyone does. They want to try to get fans. They want to get more money. That's how they do things. So my stance on that is I think Phillips was being a little petty.
Yeah.
I mean, just from, and I'm maybe doing this whole Clark Montessori teaching method type of methodology here, this type of thinking, but it's I think it's a little bit selfish in my opinion. You think so too?
Yeah, definitely. Phillips has had some pretty controversial comments over the past few years. I remember in like sometime in 2015 he like commented about how stats were useless or something, and like he got backfire for that. Nobody remembers it, but I do.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Awesome. So we'll conclude, and I got one more stat for you. I don't know if you know this or not, but Scooter Jeanette's first home run ever in the majors was against Bronson Arroyo and the Reds.
I did know that.
You did know that? Dang it. I can't get anything past you with the Reds.
And from Patrick Lewis and Joey Olberding, that will conclude our Red segment of the Payoff Pitch here on MRC 95.7 FM. I hope that you'll check out our YouTube page, and in the links we will provide a link to our WordPress page. And I hope you check that out.